Hello guys, so in this video we are going to make a project in Next.js in which we are going to send users through the front end to the database through post request. So in this video I'm going to use PostgreSQL database, and so let's start building this project. And first of all we'll need to take the input of that users. Okay, I mean the username. So here we'll take an input and its type will be text, and I'll give a placeholder name. Okay, now it should come here, and now I'll create a state over here. Use state snippet, and I'll write here name, and its default value will be this, and we will do here value will be name. So this value will be this state's value, and we will give here an on change it will make an event means and set name to dot target dot value. So now I should get here. So if I now change here, the value of the state will change too. So now we have to uh, give here an add button. So I will in fact create a form, and I'll bring it downwards. Now I'll add a button here which will be add, and here I'll add an on submit. So on submit it will handle add. So and now here I'll define a function that is handle add. So here we will create an async function handle add, and it will take nothing. So here we will write our that things. So first of all, let me create an API. Here I'll do API. In that API, I'll create users, and in this users, I'll create. Wait a minute. Its users, I'll create a route.js. So here I have created a route.js, and now I will do one thing, that is to send data. So here I'll do const. Let's say A will be await fetch API with slash API slash users, and the method will be post, and here we will give headers that will be content type is application slash JSON, right? And here I'll give a body that will do JSON dot stringify, and it will do simply send name as the name. So this name is the property, and this name is this use state. So now we will receive this post request in here in backend. So it's time to write the backend. Here we will simply export async function. It will be post, and it will take a request, right? So we will do const rec equals to. So here we'll do request await request.json. So it will take out all the JSON part from this request, and this request is this whole thing. So here the JSON part is this, and if I now to just confirm, I will do this. Now let me add here. Let's add here. See if the console is showing it. It's not showing anything. Why so? First of all, let me do one thing, that is to here. I'll take here e. I'll do e dot prevent default. So it will prevent from reloading it. So here I'll give a value. I'll add it, and I'll see here. Okay, it's coming, but no response is return is coming. So we will here return a response. That will be. But wait, first of all, I'll need to wait. Let me send a response. So I'll here return a response response dot json, which will be success true. Not- Okay, so this is our first function. So now we will need to create our database. So we will need to send this data to the database. So first of all, I will create I'll go to Neon Postgres, and I'll log in here. You guys can also log in through Neon to access your PostgreSQL. So now I have login in my dashboard, and I have created my first database here, and you can see here I have created a table for testing purpose. So here we will use this same um, table. So let me delete this data first. I'll delete this data, and now I'll need to get the connection string. So first of all, I will create here, and I need to blur this thing because it's my own connection string. So this is my connection string for it, and let me okay. So here I'll create a library folder in which I'll create database.js. So now, guys, I have installed, but I'll tell you later. First of all, let me. Here we will do one thing, that is we will import Postgres. Okay, and here we will take this env that. Okay, I'll create a const SQL. Let's name it SQL. And here I will do Postgres and process dot env dot and whatever the name I have given, database underscore URL. Okay, so now we will export not debugger, we will export default SQL. Okay, so the SQL contains this stuff, and we will get it, we will access it through here. So we will import SQL from this thing, and now we will send it to the here to our database. So for that we will need to write some SQL, right? Not actually SQL. So before this response, we'll simply send something over here. Okay. So I will do here something, that is to. So wait, this response is the request is like this. So this request have the value that we have given in this input. So now we will send it to there. We will do here await SQL and we will write some SQL over here. Now I've already created a table over here, so I'll not need to create table anymore. So here I will do one thing, that is to insert, no, not actually insert. Okay guys, now I will um, write here some SQL, that is insert into users. So it will insert some data in this users table. Okay, and it will be name. No, let's first of all, guys, let's create another table. So it will be sorted and keep it like this. Now I will create table users. But create table if not exists users, and here I'll write those values that I need. So I need only ID. So let me write ID. That will be a serial. So this serial means that it will be an auto incremental value, and I'll write here primary key. Downside, I will write miracle. I will write name. That will be a text. So here will let me refresh it. And then I'll give a random value over here. And I'll add it. Let me see if the database is created. Post request, and maybe the database is created. Okay, wait, I'm using the old connection string. So let me take the connection string, guys, and I'll need to cut that part. Wait, guys, we will write this whole stuff in a post request. So I'll write here export async function, that is get. There will be no parameters. And now, guys, I will do here. I'll take this stuff and I'll paste it here. And I'll return a response. By the way, response notification. I will do success equals to true. Then, so now we will try it. And let's see if the table is created, not created. So let's go to UPI slash users. Okay. So we go to here. And success is true. And we can see if the database is created or not. Okay, guys, the database is created here. And I don't have any values, so we will give here values. And the values will be simple. So we have created a database. So now let's, so now we will delete this stuff. So because the table is created, now we will insert into, wait, insert into users. Now what will be inserted? Inserted will be ID and a name, right? So in order to insert the ID, it will come automatically. And here I'll do values. The values will be, here we'll write something like this, and expression expected wait a minute. Can we access this rec over here? Not in. So here I'll create a global variable that will be name. Its default value will be this. So we will not console log it. we will simply do name equals to like, okay. And here we will use the name. So now this contains a string, and the string will come over here. So now let's go to this page. And I guess another will come. So here ID is there and name is there. So now let's insert the data. So maybe I need to do this like this. I need to put this here only. And let me temporarily comment this out. Now let me go to here or main page and I'll write here something random. Then I'll add this. So I hope now it's added. It's not added yet. Okay, objects are added, but they are like this. So what's the issue? Mm, Let me first delete this data because there's no need to add this data. Let me do it again. Let me refresh and let me do something like this. Now added the data. Now I will see that okay, it is coming, but the object is something problematic. Hmm. So the data is here and writing here. Is it happening? So okay, I have done this. I have not removed this. So I'll remove this and now I'll check if it is working. Then one is coming. And now I'll refresh my database. Um, okay, guys. So it's coming now, and I'll delete this value because there's no one to keep it. In fact, I'll delete this too because I did it two times. So now we are able to add this all data, and let's now we will have to create a get function that will give all this data to the front end. So here I'll do something like this and I'll write SQL here again. And that will be okay. So now here I will write guys uh, wait SQL again, but this time we are going to do something different. That is, we're going to select all from users. Okay, so here we are selecting everything from this user, and here we'll write const users equals to like this. Okay, and here if I console log it, I do console dot log users, it will console log it, and remove the stuff. So now let's try to do it. I'll go to what is happening slash API slash users. I'll go here and I'll see if it is coming. Okay, if it is coming. So here the result is coming in a array. I mean array form. So I go to the localhost and now we are getting this user and we will now return the response dot person and we will return here user. Okay, great. I will not do it like this. I simply do it like this. And now it will work. So now we will have to take this data in the front end. Okay. So here I will create used it. Okay. And we'll use take snippet. And in this snippet, I'll do users. I will do take users. And its default value will be an empty array. So now I will create here and use effect. And before that, wait. First of all, I'll create an async function that is handle. No, it will be get users. It will take nothing. Here we will con wait wait const response equals to wait fetch API slash users. Okay, so we will take this. We need to do AP slash API slash users, and now we will do const data equals to res uh, await rest dot json. Okay, so and here we will do something that is to set users to this data. Okay, and we will add here a use effect snippet. We will remove all the stuff. We will remove this. So this will do a simple thing that is to call this function. So it will call it one time, and after the add, we will also add it after the adding of users. Okay, and do it like this. And yes. So first of all, let me console not confirm console log this data. Okay. So I'll go in inspect and I will see their control client console, and it is giving me an array having this stuff. Okay. So we are getting all that things. Okay. And now we will simply uh, create here a UL, and we will map, we'll do user dot map. We'll take a U over here and we will do it return alias, and we will do key here as u dot id. If it exists, it does not exist. Why? So now here we will do one thing that is to here we will create a const. Wait, not here. We will keep it like before. And instead we'll here do one thing that is to take u users. We will map this. We will give here a u. And now we will do, and now we can do this. Still it is not working. Let me first try it out. Name. Okay. So now I will try to do it. Map. Okay. So let me do here set users will be data and the zero index value fit. Now let me see what's the problem. Now I will do users. No need to do this. Okay, so I have done this and let me try if this works. And yeah, one thing that is we will set name to this after doing that stuff. After doing that stuff, now okay, it is coming. Actually, it's coming. And Now let me type here some names. It is getting added. Let me type more names. Okay. And one thing that is because it is getting saved to the database. So if I do this, you can see that all three values are there. Okay. And to see that I will clear the terminal and I will restart the server, and you can see that we'll cross it. Okay. And now I will again open the server. I mean in the browser. And now it will come. So these values are permanent. So this was it for the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe the channel and bye bye.